Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's History World with none other than Goober, the Traveling Bear. And this is our video on the Siege of Gloucester Point, 1781, and also the Battle of the Hook, the largest cavalry action during the American Revolution. All right, both of these signs are placed right by the school, Abingdon School here in Gloucester. And according to Robert Kelly, the director of the Gloucester Museum and the archaeologist, the battle was here along this whole section out to the road and would have carried on all the way over to by where Scoots is, and of course Tyndall Point, the Revolutionary War fort and Civil War fort. Now, our first sign here is the Siege of Gloucester Point, 1781. Very nice signage. A large British force commanded by Lord Cornwallis marched from North Carolina. And all right, we'll carry on. And so the large British force commanded by Lord Cornwallis marched here to Yorktown, Virginia. We're on the other side in Gloucester, blocking Lord Cornwallis. By mid-September, Cornwallis realized that the Allied siege would consist of three components: a French fleet in the Chesapeake to prevent his evacuation, the Royal Navy, the Franco-American Army near Yorktown, Virginia, and then the militia. Yet Cornwallis knew he had to control Gloucester. It provided food for his troops and the only escape route. However, General Weedon sets up the siege. Rochambeau strengthens the Allied lines in Gloucester with French Marines. And the Abingdon Church, I've actually done a video of that. So, wonderful signage here. Dedication ceremony was a year ago. It's 2024 when I'm making this video. Now, the largest cavalry action happened right here in this area. Like I mentioned before, Goober says this is really interesting to him, and we have a person from the War College, a professor, wanted a good shot of this field. So, Lauzun's Legion was created on March 5th, 1780, expressly for him, and numbered around 600 men during the American campaign. It was considered part of the French Navy, consisting of light infantry, fusiliers, grenadiers, artillery, and 2 squadrons of 150 hussars, light cavalry. They used German as their language of command and included a bodyguard for Lauzun, armed with lances and wearing fur caps. And there is Lauzun, sorry about the pronunciations. So when Lauzun comes to Virginia in late 1781, the Allied armies of the Americans and French joined with Brigadier General George Weedon's militia near Gloucester Courthouse. Made several videos of Gloucester Courthouse. A lot of history there. Okay. Well, let's talk about the Battle of the Hook that happened right here in this field. So the Battle of the Hook, around 10 a.m., Tarleton engaged his force of 325 cavalrymen. Lauzun heard gunfire and advanced with about 50 hussars. Lauzun recalled, "I perceived the English cavalry 3 times more numerous than mine. I charged it without stopping, and we came together. A duel was about to take place. Tarleton picked me out," wrote Lauzun, "and came to me with his pistol raised. But the hussars followed the Duke in the headlong gallop, and the dragoons quickly rushed the field in support of Tarleton, and we came together. Tarleton's horse was thrown down by one of his dragoons, was being pursued by one of my lancers. Tarleton's cavalry galloped across the field to rescue their unhorsed commander. Luzerne retreated into the shelter of his hussars. Tarleton's men pulled back, and the hussars pursued them. But when they came under fire from Tarleton's infantry, the hussars retreated as well. They were only armed with lances for the most part. By midday, an additional 150 hussars, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Robert Dillon, approached the battlefield, now 330 riders strong. The Allied forces and cavalry advanced at this critical moment. Now, the Battle of Hook is the largest cavalry action during the American Revolution. The Battle of Hook ended British forays into Gloucester County, but it carried a price in human lives. The losses of Mercer's grenadiers are unknown, but 2 hussars of Luzerne's Legion, 20-year-old Jacob Collin and 27-year-old Pierre Deteen, were killed and buried where they had fallen. 11 hussars were wounded and likely taken to the hospital in Abington Church, where a 3rd hussar, 24-year-old Jean Scheer, died October 22nd. His final resting place is unknown. The end of Duc de Luzerne's and his legion, October 19, 1781, immediately following the surrender of Cornwallis at Yorktown, Tarleton's men marched out of their earthworks with shoulders arms. Luzerne's legion remained in the United States until May of 1783, among other reasons to help protect the young republic while peace negotiations were underway. A casualty of the French Revolution. Oh, how sad. Luzerne was guillotined on December 31st, 1793. It's very sad, huh, Goober, that such a brave man and his legion that helped secure our freedom was guillotined. Lieutenant Colonel Mercer's reinforcements were key. And let's do another shot of the Duke. And once again, America has a lot to be thankful to France for our independence. So we're going to close this video out. It's sort of depressing that the Duc de Luzerne and that he is guillotined during the Revolution. There's times that Goober and I are amazed that Lafayette himself was not guillotined, but this is our battlefield. As you can see, it is at the school grounds. And there was a great ceremony here last year. Right now, it's October 6th, and a year ago, they had a ceremony here. Well, I have not done any research on this, but I do think I need to follow this up with, there's in honor of Dr. Jean Hu, dedicated philanthropist, providing her time, talents, and resources to improving Gloucester County and always keeping a special place in her heart for the children. Very nice memorial. I wanted to include this in this little park area that they have for the battlefield here in the school. And we'll go back over to our signs and close out our video with the Siege of Gloucester Point, 1781. And of course, the Battle of the Hook, 1781. A lot of people visit Yorktown, of course, but not that many come over across the bridge to visit Gloucester. All right. Well, Goober and I have to say, stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and when you see roadside markers like these, please stop and check them out if you can, depending on traffic. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.